I am Dr. R. Krishnan, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Microbiology, St.Joseph College of Arts and Science, Autonomous Cuddalore. Today, I am going to give a lecture on BACILLUS anthracis. What is anthrax? So anthrax is an infectious disease caused by a bacterium called BACILLUS anthracis. So this bacteria, which will be like a dormant stage or inactivated stage in the soil. The disease from anthrax mostly affect domestic animals, and it's very rarely seen on humans. People can become infected through inhalation of bacterial spores. Another will be through contaminated food or water, or the spores can have a contact with the skin wounds. The antibiotics are the first line of treatment for this potentially deadly infection. There are other prevention methods like vaccinations. Next is types of anthrax. So the types of anthrax reflect the different ways the bacteria can enter your body. The anthrax types include, so one is called cutaneous anthrax, second is called gastrointestinal anthrax, third is called as a pulmonary or inhalation anthrax, and fourth is called as injection anthrax. In case of cutaneous anthrax, the bacteria infect your body through wound on your skin. And this type of anthrax will be very common, and if it is untreated, that may lead to death. So this type of cutaneous anthrax can be very common in veterinarians and also people who handle animal wool, hides or hair. They are the highest risk of getting infection. And second time is called gastrointestinal anthrax. So this is mainly due to the eating of undercooked or raw meat from the infected animals, and this bacteria affect your esophagus, throat, stomach as well as intestines. And third type is called inhalation anthrax. So where the people who breathe in anthrax spores can develop. So this deadly form of anthrax, it can cause severe breathing problem and even death. And it is more common in some people. And one type of inhalation anthrax disease called wool sortus disease. That means the people who are working on the wool industry. And the final type of anthrax is called as injection anthrax. This is might common in the people who are taking heroin. And injection anthrax causes infection deep under your skin or in muscle. What are the symptoms of anthrax? The common symptoms include chest pain and trouble breathing. Then fatigue, nothing but body pain, fever and profuse sweating, headache and muscle aches, itchy blisters or bumps, skin ulcers with black center, nausea and vomiting, abdominal pain and bloody diarrhea, then finally swollen lymph nodes. What causes anthrax? So anthrax is caused by a bacteria called BACILLUS anthracis. So this bacteria produce spores that can live in the ground for years. Wild animals like deer and livestock such as cattle or sheep can inhale these spores or ingest this inactive spore while grazing. After mixing with the body fluids, anthrax bacteria activate, multiply and spread throughout your body. The bacteria cause a toxic, potentially deadly reaction. The same process happens to people who inhale or ingest or come into skin contact with the spores. Who might get anthrax? Certain people are more at risk for exposure to anthrax include farmers and livestock handlers, military members and travelers to countries, researchers and laboratory workers, veterinarians, wool mill tannery and slaughter workers, drum makers who use animal hides, and heroin users. What are the complications of anthrax? If untreated cases can be deadly, and a complication will vary depending on anthrax type. So in case of cutaneous anthrax, almost everyone who gets treated for cutaneous anthrax survive. In case of gastrointestinal anthrax, approximately 60% of the untreated people survive. Without treatment, more than half of the infected people die. Then the final type is called inhalation. The survival rate is 55%, and the number drops to about 15% for people who didn't treat it. How is anthrax can be diagnosed? So there are several tests can be used to diagnose anthrax. For example, so biopsy of skin lesion, blood test, chest X-ray report, a computer tomography scan, that is CT scan, lab test on stool or mucous sample, the lumbar puncture from the spinal tap. What is the treatment for anthrax? So there are three important ways for the treatment of anthrax. So one is called antibiotics. The most commonly used antibiotics include ceprofloxacin and doxycycline. And second is called as antitoxin. So this injectable antibody medication neutralizes the anthrax toxins. And third type is called as vaccination. A vaccine to prevent anthrax infection is a Biothrax. Thank you.